is one of the important topics in 8086. It is nothing but it is addressing modes. First, let us understand what is meant by addressing mode. Addressing mode, in the sense, mode of addressing the operands. Operands is nothing but data. Okay. So, how do we define addressing mode? Mode of addressing operands or data. Mode of addressing data or operands. Throughout our discussion, okay, I will use the term operands. Operand is nothing but, what do you mean by operand? Operand and data both are same. Okay. So mode of addressing operands is nothing but addressing modes. Or you can also define it as how or the way CPU is nothing but your 8086 accesses data or operands. Okay. So this is how we define addressing mode. Okay. The way CPU accesses data or mode of addressing the data or operands. In the previous classes, we have already studied about how the memory can be accessed. Okay, in the sense how the 20-bit address is calculated or formed with the help of two 16-bit registers. In the yesterday's class, that is what we have discussed. How a 20-bit physical address is calculated with the help of two registers. What are those two types of registers? Can anyone tell? What are those two types of registers? That are used to access memory? Two types of registers are used. What are those two types of registers? So these are the two types of registers that are used to address the memory. Okay. So in today's class, we will study about addressing modes. So now, let us consider this block as memory block. Okay. Can you see that block? Is that clear for you?
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose that you want to access these two locations in your memory. Okay. So let us take this as 08H and 0 some data. 19H. Okay. At 1000H, at 140H, you have the data 19H, and at 10001 you have the data 8H. Is that okay for you? Can you see these numbers? 8 and 19? This data, whatever stored in this location, this data, whatever is stored in this location, we call this data as operands. What do we call this as? Do we call this numbers as?
Operands.
And what this is? What this number indicates?
Address.
Shabash, very good. Address. So, some operands are stored in this location, and if you want to access this data, how to access this data? How your processor can access this data that is stored in these two locations. That is what is addressing mode. How you are accessing this data. Accessing the data in the sense, reading the data from that address as well as writing the data into that address. Read or write is nothing but accessing. How your CPU will access this data. How to specify this address. How to specify this address. That is what we study in this addressing modes. There are different types of addressing modes are there. Okay. For accessing these operands. So we will discuss each one of them individually. Now, the first addressing mode, we call this addressing mode as instead of like this. So first we will start with immediate addressing mode. Immediate. In the sense, in this type of addressing mode, the operand that we want to access or use is directly specified in the instruction. It means, for example, if I am writing an instruction, move AX, 0, 0, 8, 1, 9, H. Can you read this instruction? Are you able to read this instruction? Can you see this one? What I have written on the board? Particular thing 0819. This one we call it as, what we call this one as? What is this?
Operand.
Operand or data. Now, if you observe this instruction, the operand is specified within the instruction. Within the instruction, if you are writing the operand or if you are specifying the operand, then that type of addressing mode, we call it as immediate addressing mode. Now, this thing that I have written on the board, this particular thing, we call this as, what do we call this as? What do we call this as?
Instruction.
Instruction. What do you mean by instruction? Which instructs the CPU to perform a task. What type of task need to be performed by the CPU? That is what is instructed by this instruction. What this instruction is instructing the CPU, what this instruction is trying to tell the CPU, it is trying to tell the CPU that move the data 08, move is nothing but a task, a operation. This instruction is instructing the CPU to perform a task move of data 0819H into which register?
AX register.
AX register. Okay. So this is what is the definition for instruction. Instruction is nothing but which instructs the CPU to perform a specific task. Okay. Here this instruction is telling the CPU to perform move task. What the move instruction will do? It will simply move these data into AX register. Okay. So these addressing modes that we are using here is immediate addressing. How do we define immediate addressing mode? Specifying operand within the instruction. Okay, this is the definition of this addressing mode. Specifying the operand within the instructions is nothing but immediate addressing mode. The condition is that these operands should be at this side only, that is at source side. This one we call it as destination. Okay. You cannot specify the operand at destination side. It means I cannot write an instruction move 0819H comma AX. Can I write like this? Can I write like this? Is that possible?
No, sir.
No, why? Because AX cannot be, AX content cannot be copied into data. Right? So this is what is immediate addressing mode. Another thing that you need to keep in mind is this particular destination can be any of the registers. It can be AX, BX, CX, DX, or SI, DI, base pointer, source index, or any type of register. Okay. Apart from segment register, you cannot use a segment register at this place. You cannot write move DS comma 0819. You are not allowed to write that type of instruction. Okay. But instead of segment register, any other register can be specified at the destination side. Is this clear for you? Is this okay? Immediate addressing mode? Is this clear or not?
Yes, sir.
So next one that we will discuss is register addressing the second type of addressing mode is nothing but register addressing mode. In this, what we will do is we will use registers in order to specify the operands. Okay? In the sense, we store the operands in the register and then we will make use of the registers to specify the operands. For example, if I write an instruction move AX comma BX, move AX comma BX. Now, if you observe this instruction, both the source operand as well as destination operand, both the source operand as well as destination operand, both are located in register section. Right? Source operand is located in BX register. Destination operand is located in the AX register. If you are addressing the operand with the help of the register, then we call it as register addressing mode. Okay. So how do we define it? Simply, if registers are used to specify both source and destination operands, then that type of addressing mode we call it as register addressing mode. Is this okay for you? Are you understanding? Yes. Source operand is located in the register. Destination operand is also located in the
Register.
register. Okay. So if I write like this, is this correct or wrong?
Correct.
BL comma A. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Is this correct? Move BL comma CL. Is this correct or wrong? Move BL comma CL.
Correct.
What this instruction will do? It will simply copy the contents. What this instruction will do? It will copy the contents of CL into which register? CL contents are copied into
BL register.
very good, into CL register. Okay. So if I write like this, is this correct? Move BL comma AX.
Correct.
It's correct? How many of you say it's correct? How many of you agree? Okay. How many of you disagree? Sir, it is not correct. So do you all feel that it is the correct instruction?
No, sir.
Sir, AX is a 16-bit register.
Very good. So what? So what will happen?
The content in the EX will not be moved to the BL register.
Why? Because see, if suppose if the content in the AX is 0615H, how many bit content it is? Is it? How many bits it is? Is it 16 bits.
16 bit.
16-bit content cannot be moved into an 8-bit register. Why? Because it is not sufficient. It is not sufficient. So always you need to make sure that both these registers, okay, are of the same size, or the destination register is higher than the source register. If I write like this, BX comma AL, does it make any sense? Now, is it correct or wrong? Yes, it is correct. Why? Because a 8-bit content, lower 8 bits, these 2 bits, can be moved into BX. There is no problem. Why? Because BX can store up to 16 bits. So now, in these what we call register addressing modes, what we are doing? We are using registers in order to store the operands. Okay? In order to store the operands. This is nothing but register addressing modes. So only these 2 addressing modes are used to access operands with the help of registers. Okay? In the sense, these are related to the execution unit. Because all the registers, whatever you are using in these 2 addressing modes, are part of the execution unit. Okay? So it does not need any register from the BIU. Am I right or wrong? Look at the BIU line. What are there? Port segment, data segment, stack segment, and extra segment. Are you using any type of register, any segment register in this register addressing mode and image addressing mode? Are you using?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So till this point, there is no involvement of memory. Okay. If the operands are located in the registers, then these 2 addressing modes are used. Operands ekkada unte register lo unte ee 2 addressing modes use cheyachu. Okay. Suppose let us practice few things. AX lopata 2122H. Okay. BX 1234H. CX 1000H. BX 2020H. Okay. Now, what you want is, you want the content of CX to be moved into BX. You want to move the content of CX into BX. What you will do now? Which type of addressing mode you will use? Our requirement is the content of CX register, content of CX register to be moved into which register? Into BX register. So which type of addressing mode you should use?
Register addressing mode.
Very good. How you will use? Move. What you will write? Move
Cx comma bx.
X comma bx. Is this correct? Is this correct? Is this correct or wrong? 241.
No, sir, it's not correct.
No,
It's
sir.
not correct. Why? Because this is a source. This is destination. The destination should be bx. Am I right? And the source
Yes, sir.
should be cx. So this is correct. Just a minute. Okay, see, there is a interruption, so I could not continue the class right now at this moment. Meet you again in the next class. So, are you clear with these two type of